1960. Cold War. You're born in military barracks. Not a mansion, a barracks. Father intelligence officer, mother cipher clerk, no lullabies, classified briefings instead. You're 6. Father doesn't come home from Vienna. Official story, car accident. Real story, 2 bullets, back of head. Body never found, mother gets medal. Pension, you get hatred. For everything on other side of Iron Curtain. Boarding school, closed. Children of dead officers only. Not art class here, weapons class. You're 10. Already disassembled pistol, blindfolded. 5 a.m. wake up, mud runs, ice showers, oatmeal like cement. Instructors aren't teachers, they're broken operatives. One missing 3 fingers, other has glass eye. They teach one thing, trust nobody. You're 14. Survival exam. Scotland. Winter. -15. Knife and matches only. 3 days to reach point. Third of students quit. 2 hospitalized with frostbite. 1 dies. Heart failure. They say he was weak. You nod. Learn, weakness is death. 18. Top of class. Shooting, perfect. Hand combat, perfect. 4 languages. English, Russian, German, French. Perfect weapon. Needs a hand to aim it. Man in gray suit. Accountant's face. Shark's eyes. Doesn't give name. Says, we watched you. You fit. Want revenge for father? You sign papers without reading. Soul already sold before pen touches paper. MI6 training. Not Hogwarts. Hell with air conditioning. They break you. Then rebuild you. Different. Interrogation psychology. How to lie looking into eyes. How to endure pain. How to make murder look like accident. Poison instructor. Old lady. Librarian appearance. Ricin, polonium, thallium. Each vial, hundreds of deaths. She smiles like grandmother offering cookies. Gadgets department. Geniuses and psychopaths. Often same person. Watch contains garrote. Pen shoots poison needle. Lighter, real flame. Enough explosive to blow door. Your weapon. Walther PPK, 7.65 caliber, 7 rounds in magazine, 7 chances to survive, your only friend. First mission, Berlin, 1982. Wall still standing, city cut in 2, barbed wire and fear. Target, scientist wants to defect west. Your job, get him through. Sounds simple, reality, nightmare. Contact woman, 30. Beautiful if you don't look at eyes. Eyes dead. Works 3 intelligence services simultaneously. Night. Checkpoint Charlie. Old sewage tunnel. Stench makes eyes water. Rats size of cats. They look at you like food. Flashlights behind. Stasi. East German secret police. Someone betrayed. The contact. The scientist. You doesn't matter. One thing matters. Survive. Push scientist first. He crawls like snail. Faster. Shots. One hits your shoulder. Pain like hot iron. Climb anyway. Blood on rungs. You survived. Scientist safe. Shoulder agony but bullet passed through. Lucky. This time, underground clinic. No anesthetic. Whiskey instead. Bite leather belt. Look at ceiling. First scar. First of many. Bosses pleased. Mission complete. 2 weeks leave. You spend them in bar. Martini. Shaken, not stirred, not style, just colder. You need cold to stop thinking. Career rises. Prague, Vienna, Cairo, Hong Kong. Your ghost. Inter-country one name. Leave under another. 20 passports. Forget which is real. Moscow 1985. Heart of enemy. Cover. Canadian businessman. Mission. Recruit KGB colonel. He loves money and women. His weakness, your weapon. Study him 1 month. Roots, habits, his mistress Natasha, Bolshoi dancer, goddess legs. You approach through gifts, French perfume, real chocolate, currency in USSR. She takes bait. You're handsome, wealthy, mysterious. Forbidden fruit, Hotel National, room bugged. You know. She knows you know. Cat and mouse, where both are mice. Through her reach colonel. He's cynical, smart. He knows who you are. You know he knows. Drink vodka, speak in hints. Every word minefield. One wrong step, you're dead. Deal. He'll pass information, not for money, for guarantee of asylum when system collapses. He sees cracks. Rat leaving sinking ship. You don't care why. Results matter. 2 years, he's your asset. Stream of intelligence, names of illegals, operation schemes, codes, gold mine. M calls you in personally. You're making history. You nod. Think. At what price? 1,987. Collapse. Colonel arrested. Someone inside MI6 betrayed him. Mole. You learned this already over Atlantic and plane. Natasha executed. No trial. You drink entire flight. Vomit in bag. She wasn't just source. You let yourself feel. Rookie mistake. Return different. Harder. Colder. Feelings are luxury you can't afford. Heart becomes stone. Easier. Safer. But your instrument. Instruments don't get emotions. Latin America. Cartels. Dictators. Dirty money. Jungles where human life costs less than bullet. Bogota 1,989. Target, drug lord, controls half-world's cocaine. His army, judges, politicians in his pocket. You have Walther and plan. Flimsy plan, honestly. But no other. Enter his world through casino. Money opens every door. Lose deliberately to attract attention. Works. Invited to villa, either victory or trap. Most likely both. Villa is fortress, armed guards, cameras, dogs trained on humans. Drug lord. Small fat man, killer's eyes. Offers finest whiskey, asks what you want. You answer, partnership. He laughs, gold teeth. Each one costs somebody's life. 3 weeks playing greedy businessman. Eat with him, drink with him, laugh at his jokes. Makes you sick. But mission is mission. Ends justify means. That's what they say. Moment arrives. Party. Guards relaxed. Everyone drunk. You slip something into his glass. Not poison. Laxative. He runs to bathroom. You follow. 2 shots. Suppressed. He dies on toilet. Unheroic death for cocaine king. Evacuation. Helicopter from roof. Below chaos. Guards found body. Shooting at you. Bullets hit hull. Pilot cursing. You watch villa shrink. Another life taken. Another night of whiskey. Return London. M says excellent work. You nod. Inside, emptiness. You're killing machine. Nothing more. 1,991. USSR collapses. Cold War over. You thought it would get easier? Wrong. Chaos. Nuclear weapons on black market. Former KGB agents selling secrets to highest bidder. More work than ever. Your body failing. You're 35. Joints creak like old man. 4 bullet wounds. 2 knife wounds. Ribs healed crooked. Every morning, wake in pain. Painkillers for breakfast. Then coffee. Liver. Doctor shakes head. Too much alcohol. You nod. Order another martini. Shaken, not stirred. Not ritual anymore. Necessity. Without alcohol, you see their faces. Everyone you killed? MI6. Psychologist demands assessments. You learned right words. Yes, I'm fine. No nightmares. Yes, ready for next mission. All lies. But lying is your profession. You lie even to yourself. 1,995. Bosnia. War on Yugoslavia's ruins. Mission. Find war criminal. He massacred village. Women, children, elderly, mass grave. You've seen much death. This is different. This isn't war. This is slaughter. Find him in mountain village, drinking slivovitz. Laughing. Former soldiers around him. Now bandits. Plan. Bribe guard. Enter night, 2 shots, leave. Plans never work. Guard takes money, then betrays you. You wake in basement, hands tied to chair, face bloody. They don't ask who sent you. They know. They just like causing pain. Cigarettes extinguished on your skin. Each burn, flower of pain. You count them. 12, 13, at 14, lose count. They knock out front teeth, break fingers on left hand. Crack like twigs. 3 days. No water, no food, only pain. You're ready to say everything, but professional. You say lies, false names, false addresses. They check, don't match, hit again. Day 4, explosion. Basement wall blows out. Special forces, your people came. Late obviously. Carried out on stretcher. Look like ground beef, but alive. That's already victory. Hospital, 3 months. Rebuilt piece by piece. New teeth, ceramic. Better than old ones. Fingers healed crooked. Can't play piano. Never could anyway. Burn scars permanent. Look in mirror. Don't recognize yourself. PTSD. Beautiful name for Helen Skull. Wake in sweat every night. Dream of basement. Smell of burning skin. Torturers laughing. Scream, but no sound. Pills. Mini pills. Antidepressants. Sleeping pills. Painkillers. You rattle like pharmacy. Without chemistry, not functional. With chemistry, you're vegetable. Choose what's worse. But work doesn't wait. New assignment. You refuse. First time in 20 years. M looks at you. No pity in eyes. Only calculation. Still useful or time to retire? You take mission. Not because want to. Because know nothing else. Espionage isn't profession. It's diagnosis. Who are you without this? Nobody. Empty shell. 1998. Hong Kong returns to China. Information leaking everywhere. Suspect, your own MI6 officer. 20 years spotless service. But numbers don't add up. He lives beyond means. Where's money coming from? Follow him week. He's careful, professional, but so are you. Day 7, contact, park bench, Chinese diplomat, newspaper exchange, classic. Inside, flash drive. Evidence. Should arrest him. Instead, conversation. Why? He looks at you with tired eyes. Money for daughter's treatment. Cancer. Insurance doesn't cover. MI6 refused help. He sold country for chemotherapy. You understand him? Terrifying. You could be in his place. Anyone could. System grinds people up, spits out husks. Loyalty is one-way street. You hand him in, work his work. He gets 25 years. Daughter dies 6 months later. You drink entire week after. Martini. Shaken, not stirred. Doesn't help anymore. Year 2000. Millennium. World celebrates. You work. Terrorist threat. Bomb somewhere. Maybe London. Maybe New York. Intelligence in panic. Find cell in Hamburg. Apartment above pizzeria. 4 men planning something big. Very big. Report upstairs. Told. Watch. Don't interfere. Need whole network. They leave for America. You report. Told. CIA jurisdiction. Not ours. Bureaucracy. Papers matter more than lives. September 11th, 2001. You watch television in London bar. Towers fall. You recognize faces. Those 4 from Hamburg. They did this. 3,000 dead. You could have stopped it. Weren't allowed. Vomit in toilet. Then drink until unconscious. Morning found in gutter. Like father once was. Circle completed. You became what you hated. Forced rehabilitation. MI6 hides you in Scottish clinic. Official, leave. Unofficial, they decide what to do with broken instrument. Repair or discard. Month without alcohol. Withdrawal. You shake like in fever. See spiders on walls. Not there. Delirium tremens. Liver screaming. Real therapy. Psychologist. Former operative. Knows what you went through. Hours talking. First time speaking truth. About basement. About towers. About everyone killed. He says, not your fault. You don't believe. But becomes easier. Slightly. Enough to continue. 2003. Return. War on terror. Iraq. Afghanistan. More work than people. Thrown back in a meat grinder. But now you know. System is rotten. You serve injustice. You serve interests. Baghdad. Searching weapons of mass destruction. Everybody searching. You know within week. They don't exist. Above know within month. War continues 10 more years. Politics. Oil. Lies. You're 45. In this profession that's old age. Young wolves at your heels. Faster. Stronger. More ruthless. No baggage. No nightmares. Yet, new technology. Drones. Cyber weapons. Satellite surveillance. Your skills obsolete. Why infiltrate when you can hack? Why risk agents when you can launch missile? You're dinosaur. Cold War relic. They tell you directly without pity. Maybe time to retire? You laugh. What retirement? You don't know how to live normally. Can't wake without purpose. Can't exist without adrenaline. You're addicted to this. This is all you are. Final mission. 2010. You're 50. Barely move mornings. Knees creak. Back aches. Every scar responds to rain. Your walking barometer. Target. Former colleague. Defector. Sold agent list to Chinese. 6 died because of him. Your friends? Well, as much as spies have friends. He hides in Macau. Casino. Luxury. Security. Thinks he's unreachable. Wrong. 2-week surveillance. Studies his schedule. Every day same. Breakfast in room. Massage at noon. Casino evening. Guards relaxed. He lost vigilance. Too long running. Service entrance. Cleaner's uniform. Nobody looks at cleaners. Invisible. Rise to his floor. One guarded door. Strike to throat. He falls gasping. Enter. Defector in robe watches you. Recognizes. Face whitens. He knows why you came. Offers money. You shake head. Offers information. Compromat on everyone. You stay silent. He starts crying. Great traitor. Pathetic old man in robe. 2 shots. Suppressor turns thunder to clicks. He falls. You look at him. Feel nothing. Long time feeling nothing. Emotions luxury for living. Leave same way. Nobody saw. Perfect work. Last work. Forced retirement, secret medal, can't show anyone, can't mention in resume, lies and safe collecting dust, like you. Pension, paid well for silence. 30 years given to crown, can live comfortably, but you don't know how to live. Chelsea apartment, expensive, empty, sit at window watching rain. London always gray, or you see world as gray. Routine, wake at 6, habit, body doesn't understand war is over, coffee and newspaper, news of world you don't belong to. Try hobbies, golf, boring, fishing, more boring. Spy novels, laugh at them, what nonsense, real spies aren't like this. Real spies are broken people pretending to be whole, back to bottle, old friend, only one who won't betray. Martini, shaken not stirred, ritual, religion, salvation. Barman knows you by name. False name, of course, forgot real one yourself. Women, many, none stayed. How love someone who doesn't exist? You appeared and vanished, lied about everything. Love doesn't survive in lies. Children, perhaps somewhere. You'll never know. What would you tell them? Health. Doctor shakes head. Diagnosis list longer than your file. Liver, heart, joints, blood pressure. Medical miracle you're still alive. Pills multiplied. Morning handful, evening handful. Mix up which is which. Doesn't matter. Main thing, don't forget to take. Nightmares didn't leave. Became familiar, like neighbors you tolerate. Wake at 3 a.m. Kitchen, whiskey. Watch darkness. Darkness watches back. Think about gun, Walther PPK. Safe, loaded. One shot solves everything. No more pain, no nightmares, no emptiness. You don't do it. Not from bravery, from cowardice. Fear there's nothing there, or something there will ask about everyone you killed. 2015. Bar. Young man enters. Something in eyes. You recognize that look. Same as yours 30 years ago. Hungry. Dangerous. New generation. Wants to learn from legend. You laugh bitterly. What legend? You're a warning. You're what he'll become if he doesn't run in time. Empty man with full bar. You give him one piece of advice. Leave while you still can. While something alive inside. They'll squeeze it out of you and throw away like used battery. He doesn't listen. Of course. You didn't listen either. Young never listen. Night. Walk home on foot. London beautiful at night. Lights reflect in puddles. Thames carries its waters as it has for centuries. Stop on bridge. Look down. Water black and cold. Calls you. Beckons. Jump. Rest finally. You don't jump. Walk on. Not today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe never. Too cowardly for decisive acts. Or too stubborn. Even you don't know. Empty apartment. Quiet. Pour whiskey. Sit at window. Below city you defended 30 years. It doesn't know you. Never will. That's the price. You paid it every day. Invisibility. Loneliness. Emptiness instead of heart. Close eyes. Maybe tonight no nightmares. Maybe tonight sleep and not wake up. That would be good. That would be right. Statistics of your life. Age at death, 58. Heart attack in bathroom, found 3 days later. Neighbors complained about smell. Missions completed. 127 successful, 98%. 3 failures. Dead colleagues by your fault? 4. You counted every night. Personally killed? 23. Not hundreds like in movies. You remember each by name. Countries visited. 47. Saw whole world from inside cheap hotels and dirty basements. Languages. 6. English, Russian, German, French, Arabic, Chinese. Could order death in any of them. Finances. Earned during career, £2.3 million. Where went? Alcohol, 30%. Women, 20%. Medicine, 25%. Taxes, 25%. Balance at death, 47,000. Apartment on credit. Body damage, 7 bullet wounds, 3 knife wounds, 12 fractures, 4 concussions, own teeth, 8. Rest ceramic, scars uncounted, too many. Martinis drunk, approximately 15,000. That's a swimming pool, small, but a pool. Relationships, marriages, 0. Children, 0. Lovers, uncounted. None stayed longer than year. You were impossible. You were empty. Myths and reality. Myth, spies are handsome in tuxedos at parties. Reality, unshaven types in cheap hotels waiting for signal for days. Myth, gadgets solve everything. Reality, gadgets break, saved by brains and fists. Myth, license to kill. Reality, every corpse is ton of paperwork. Kill rarely. More often recruit, blackmail, buy. Myth, spies are heroes. Reality, spies are instruments. Heroes, not needed by system. Functions are? Myth, beautiful death. Reality, heart attack in bathroom, 3 days in water. Buried in closed coffin. Philosophical conclusion, you gave life to country. Country said thank you and forgot. You protected people who will never know your name, lived in lies, died alone. Was it worth it? You protected freedom, others, your own lost on first day of service. You saw worst in people, did worst yourself, in name of higher goals. Goals turned out not so high. But somewhere, girl walks to school, not fearing explosion. Somewhere, family eats dinner, not thinking of war. Somewhere, world slightly safer because you existed. Won't be told, won't be thanked. Won't be remembered, but it is. It was because of you. Your shadow. Shadows don't get awards. Shadows disappear at dawn. But without shadows, there's no light. You sit in office watching monitor. Dream of spies' beautiful life from movies. Don't dream, that's lie. Beautiful romantic lie. Real spies pay too high price. They give everything and get nothing except emptiness. In each of us lives small dead agent who wanted to change world, and world changed him. Broke him? Bonus. Eye patch pirate for dark adaptation. Spies wear sunglasses indoors. Pupils betray lies. Hide eyes. Hide soul. James Bond is fiction. Ian Fleming worked in naval intelligence. Wrote about who he wanted to be, not who he was. Most deadly spy weapon isn't gun. It's paper. One document can destroy government. One photograph can kill president. Real spies never introduce themselves. Ever. Bond? James Bond. Death sentence in reality. Average field agent career, 8 years. Then promotion, death, or asylum. You lasted 30. That's not achievement, that's sentence. If this video hit you, subscribe. Next video, you are pirate of golden age.